Nathan, congratulations. Great performance tonight. $1,000 from McDonald.
Thanks, Andrew. I'd just like to say hello to our Doc at home, Doc Maloof. All the boys are wishing you the best. Hopefully we'll see you very soon. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, well, of course, Nathan referring to Peter Maloof, the club doctor who is ill, and we support those wishes as well, Peter, if you're watching. Well, there it is, game number 1. 28-12, the Sharks defeating the Dragons, and they're getting ready. The combatants in the second big one of the night. Up next, one of Australia's hottest new recording artists and one of the world's most successful performers on the wide world of sports.
Beginning Monday. From the creators of Merlin and Cleopatra comes a premiere television event so shattering,
Washington just declared us a federal disaster.
so destructive,
I've got thousands of New York citizens trapped.
it will rock you to your core. Over 2 earth-shattering nights beginning 8:30 Monday. Aftershock, Earthquake in New York on NBN.
For one day only, the Retrovision one-day sale. Massive discounts store-wide. Your one chance to save huge dollars this Sunday. The #1 Retrovision sale for the century. Think #1 and get to your local Retrovision store this Sunday.
Don't pay top dollar when you can get exceptional quality printing from Epson and Harvey Norman. The Epson Colour 460 printer now only $249 and the Epson Colour 660 printer for only $349. Plus, for a limited time, buyers will receive a bonus Epson Summer Fun Pack. Harvey Norman, Bennett Street Superstore in Maitland.
Everything you do because you care.
Hunter Medical Research's ongoing work helps to improve our quality of life, and it saves lives. As a proud sponsor, we urge you to lend your support by making a tax-deductible donation at any branch of the Newcastle Permanent.
You care.
Be part of rock history in an unprecedented concert event. The Ultimate Rock Symphony with some of the biggest names in music. Roger Daltrey, Peter Frampton, Alice Cooper, Paul Rogers, Gary Brooker, Jack Bruce, Nicky Lamborn and Billy Thorpe, performing their biggest hits and timeless classics from the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. It's the Ultimate Rock Symphony at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre, Sunday, February 27. Get your tickets now.
Is your automatic transmission slipping or hesitating? Is it leaving a mess on your garage floor? Try Lucas Transmission Fix. It stops transmission slips. Lucas Oil products, available at leading automotive parts and accessory outlets.
You know how much I love that lounge suite. We need new furniture.
You know how much I'd love a new car.
We need new furniture.
A new car.
New furniture.
I want a new car.
Furniture.
Think outside the square you live in.
Experience the outstanding family entertainment of The Hobbit.
We're just covered in magic the whole time.
The show that has sold out seasons in Adelaide,
It's amazing!
Perth,
really wonderful,
Sydney,
kids would love it,
and Melbourne.
Oh, it's just wonderful.
Don't be the only family to miss The Hobbit. For a strictly limited season, book now for the magic of The Hobbit.
Dowling Real Estate offices are open 7 days a week.
and we offer 24-hour service.
And remember, no sale, no charge.
Because at Dowling Real Estate,
we can sell anything.
Every night's game, every week on NBN.
Welcome back to Stadium Australia, where the second game of our double-header, Sydney Roosters versus the Parramatta Eels, is primed to kick off shortly. But before we return to the action, to the football action rather, one of the hottest items in the Australian entertainment scene, a 17-year-old whose talent has captured the attention of the international music industry. Performing now her second and current national smash hit, Absolutely Everybody, Vanessa Amorosi.
awesome talents of Vanessa Amorosi, doing it between the first two games, the double-header at Stadium Australia, the year 2000. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Wilkins here, delighted to present a very special part of tonight's performance. Rugby League, what a game. It is a very simple expression we've all used many, many times when leaving the ground, talking about a big hit, a great try, or a nail-biting finish. And now, of course, the simple catch cry has become the statement for Rugby League in the year 2000. It is, of course, just a week or so since the Rugby League launched the national campaign featuring one of the most awesome, brilliant voices of all time, the great Tom Jones, the song What a Game. It's a song that says so much about the great game. It celebrates Rugby League so much. The tries, the hits, the kicks, the speed, the skills, and the thrill of watching your team march for glory week by week until on Premiership Day they're holding the trophy aloft. That's the theory anyway. Tom Jones is, of course, a true champion of the music world, and he has universal appeal. He appeals to all of us. How many Tom Jones fans have we got here tonight? Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the video screen. We have the special message from the man himself, Tom Jones.
Hi everybody, I'm Tom Jones and welcome to Rugby League season 2000. Now, I've been told that 99 was a fantastic year that finished when Melbourne won the grand final in front of a world record crowd of 108,000 people. Well, 2000 is going to be even better. In Australia's Olympic year, Rugby League is going to be hot and I'm excited to be part of it. Tonight, the season starts here at Stadium Australia. Rugby League fans, let's start the celebrations at the Olympic Stadium. Season 2000, what a year. Rugby League, what a game.
And you gotta shout. Be part of your team, that's what it's all about. What a step, what a break, what a show of speed. Cash right over the line and we'll take the lead. Sing it to the girls. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty strong man. Yes, he is. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty strong man. Well, he's a man. That's right. Oh, yeah.
Well, absolutely sensational, wonderful scenes here on opening night for the NRL 2000, setting the stage for what promises to be an absolutely compelling season of Rugby League. It continues in just a moment when we return for the kickoff. Roosters versus the Eels, live from Stadium Australia.
Join Kim Kilby as she presents an all-new cast of Unfortunate, the show with a real bite. Australia's funniest home video show returns 7:30 Tuesday on NBN.
Harvey Norman, your air conditioning specialist. Take the NEC 2.5 horsepower split system with remote control and 5-year warranty, now only $23.95 fully installed. For the biggest range and the best price and 2 years interest-free, go Harvey Norman now. Bennett Street Superstore and Maitland.
Get some real power in your hands. Air power. And this week's Super Cheap Auto has an unbeatable deal on pro quality gear. 2-horse compressor, all the power you need at the price you want to pay. $50 off makes it just $249. Or you can buy the compressor and add an air nailer, sandblaster, impact wrench and tyre inflator for $429. Save over $60 on the lot. These ain't toys, boys, and the deal ends this week.
We guarantee it. That's right. We guarantee that Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak will stop seal leaks in your power steering unit, or we'll give you your money back. Lucas Oil Products, available at leading automotive parts and accessory outlets.
Surprise yourself at fantastic furniture with our Provence bedroom package. Queen size sleigh bed, ultimate luxury mattress, 2 bedsides, 5-drawer tall boy. All this furniture for just $13.99. And surprise, a free quilt and 2 pillows. Unbeatable value from fantastic furniture. Queen bed, mattress, 2 bedsides and tall boy, all for just $13.99. And a quilt and 2 pillows free. At just $13.99, you'd better be quick. From Fantastic Furniture, the package deal kings.
The Hunter Volunteer Centre has volunteer positions for just about everyone, even this lady. Who, me? Yes, you. They've got positions in health, welfare, education, environment, recreation and culture, all in the Hunter Valley region, and they'll help you find the right position.
Me, a volunteer, helping the community.
Definitely. That's what volunteering's about. Volunteers are the lifeblood of the community. The Volunteer Management Program assists volunteers and
non-profit organisations with their volunteer programs.
Phone now!
Live, the band who defined contemporary rock return for the tour of the year. Don't miss the sheer intensity that is live with very special guests from the USA, Sugar Ray. Live, touring the #1 album, The Distance to Here. Lightning Does Strike Twice. Live, presented by Michael Koppel and New FM. Tickets on sale next Tuesday.
Toonland has been taken hostage.
Are now our prisoners.
And the fate of the planet is in the balance. Only one man can save it.
We need your help.
Michael Jordan.
You want to win or not?
Bugs Bunny.
Look at our facilities.
The ultimate team-up in the game of the century.
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the B Team.
At the special time of 6:30 Saturday.
It's gut-check time.
Let's just go out and have fun.
The premiere of Space Jam on NBN.
Welcome back to Stadium Australia, a wonderful sight there as we get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader, the Roosters versus the Eels. And the man has just had an entree, warmed himself up, ready for the second one. Here's Ray Warren.
Thank you, Ken. As the Eels is waiting for the call to come out for the encounter with the Roosters, a club that held the wood on them last year. I think they played twice, with the Roosters coming out victorious on both occasions. First game, a resounding victory for the Sharks over the Dragons, 28 points to 12. Phil Harrigan's in charge of this game coming up, and Eddie Ward, the video referee. Let's have a look at the two teams. And coming up there for you is the Sydney Roosters side.
And the fullback Craig Wing, Jack Elsgood and Richie Barnett. Julian Bailey in the centres, Robert Miles on the other wing, Brad Fittler's the 5'8" and captain, Adrian Lamb the halfback, Luke Ricketts in the lock forward, Craig Fitzgibbon comes to the Roosters, courtesy of St George Illawarra, Brian Fletcher's the other second rower, Scott Logan and Quinton Pongia, the big props, Simon Benetti is the hooker, a pretty good interchange bench there, Cusack, Hurst, Nathan Wood and Ryan Cross, and Solomona and Hegarty, and a brand new coach coming to the Roosters via Leeds is Graham Murray.
And not unusual for Ryan Smith to make major late changes, and that's exactly the case again tonight with Schiavosky going back to fullback, Burt and Moody on the wings, Growth and Wag in the centre pairing, Custo comes into the 5'8" role outside David Penner, Jim Dimmick the lock, Hodgson and Highmarsh the second rowers, Wesley Moran and Kalis who captains the team at 21 years of age. The interchange, Hodgson, Kidwell and Kelly relegated to that bench alongside Dallas Weston, and their coach is Brian Smith.
So, the format for the entry to the ground. A little bit FA Cup stuff here with the coaches leading their teams out. And the two sides will walk out onto Stadium Australia. And they will fold then left and right before the anthem. Andrew Voss is on the sideline with Paul Harrigan now.
And good evening again, Ray. I can tell you, and for the viewers at home who are just joining our coverage, we've had a thermometer out on ground to tell you the temperature right now, 5 to 9 at night, and it's actually 31 degrees on ground, so still very tough conditions for the players. Paul Harrigan, what about it? Your thoughts on this one, the Roosters and the Eels?
It's going to be a great game tonight. Interesting to see how Freddie Fittler responds to the call to be more of a running play than a traditional organiser. Craig Wing injecting himself in the fullback role will be great. And see how they go without Andrew Walker's long kicking game. On the other hand, Parramatta with the young guy. And I really think that Luke Burt's going to have a big game tonight. I'll tip the Roosters in a very close one.
I'm going with the Roosters as well. Rabs, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Chief, and thank you, Andrew, down on the sideline as the teams now take the field, as I said, in that traditional Wembley Cup final style. And then we will be given the anthem by the leading Indigenous female performer, Leah Purcell. Big hopes for both these clubs. They're two of the favourites. Paul pointed out the Roosters under Graham Murray this year. Bill Harrigan's video referee for this match is Eddie Ward. Crowd of probably in the area 60 to 70,000. And indeed a happy birthday to Freddie. Great stadium. Centrepiece of the Olympics in September, and of course the centrepiece of our grand final on the last weekend in August of the year 2000. The crowd have enjoyed the entertainment, and now domination of the blue and gold and the red, white and blue takes over from the colours of the Sharks and the Dragons. As I said, the Australian national anthem now to be performed by Leah Purcell.
Outstanding for the national anthem of Australia. Tonight performed by one of our leading Indigenous female performers. Ladies and gentlemen, Leah Purcell.
Kick-off to the second match of the night. Parramatta the Eels up against the Sydney Roosters. They have dropped the word City from their name tag. Quite a few changes, as a matter of fact, in the last few years. Parramatta with no Jason Smith in this game tonight. There's their coach, Brian Smith. He's made numerous changes to the team that was advertised. Peter's already gone through it, but Shavosky is back to full-back. Young Growth will play at the centres with Wagon. Quinton Pongia leads a very strong pack of forwards for the Roosters. Jim Dimmick, one of the veterans now in the game of rugby league. And Bill Harrigan is in charge of the game. Time on. Game number 2. In front of a crowd of up over 60,000 people. David Wesley for Parramatta, the former Canberra player, first touch of the ball. Shabovsky stormed upon by the Roosters players. That's Kalis, captain of the Eels. 12 is Hodgson. Michael plays the second row. Brett will play, I imagine, full-back later in the game. He's been relegated to the bench. Wesley with his second handle on the first set. Moran. Now Craig Wing gets his first touch in new colours. Ricketson. Second tackle, first set. Pongia. Getting a pass away. It was a chance there for Parramatta. But Jim Dimmick also knocked on. Ball went forward from Pongia. It'll be a Parramatta loose head and feed.
Had support there in Adrian Lamb, but really 30 metres out in the second or third tackle in front of your own sticks. It's a mistake they can't afford.
That's growth. Familiar action, running action, isn't it? Dimmick now to the line. 15 away from the Roosters line. The blue and golds go down the short side. Hodgson. Moran counting numbers to the open. Dimmick. Long ball. Penner looking out wide. And the ball goes over the sideline with Eric Grothe trying to get a hand on it.
Oh, exciting, daring tactics there from the Parramatta side. The Roosters' defence was caught short. A very condensed line. There was space out wide. The kick. Grothe got a hand to it, but a nice strong tackle there from Elsgood.
We actually do see Eric Grothe lining up on the wing with Burt going to the centres. And all sorts of problems for Parramatta scoring against this team last year. They played them twice, were rolled twice, and in the process got just one try.
Fitzgibbon. I fancy that he will prove to be a tremendous off-season purchase. Logan. Graham Murray has got very high raps on Scott Logan. And so he should. He's a very promising front row forward. Lamb gets a kick away. Clinton Shabovsky coming out of his own in goal now. Barnett in jumper 3. Julian Bailey playing alongside him in the centres. Simon Benetti, the number 9, making that tackle. Hindmarsh. Kalis, 21 years of age. One of the youngest club captains, or run-on captains. There's probably been younger, but not too many of them. Penner's kick, returned by Craig Wing. No player has had as much written or spoken about him in the off-season as Craig Wing. That is Bailey now.
One of the great attractions of Craig Wing's game is how quickly he gets to top speed. He doesn't waste any time when he picks the football up.
Injury situation. Luke Burt just winded. He will be back. The news perhaps not so good for Michael Hodgson. It is an ankle ligament strain. The doctor said just 50-50 at this stage. As we see Nathan Kalis go over again. Former schoolboy player of the year. He's got all the bloodlines from a great school, Parramatta Marist. And here he is tonight, captain of the Eels and scoring the first try.
The ankle of Michael Hodgson. And you've already heard there's only a 50-50 chance that he'll be back tonight. So their spirits were dampened by his injury, but lifted by that what really was a soft try for Nathan Kalis. Or was it a try for Quentin Pongia? Hindmarsh has been prominent, only young, but already expected to deliver the performance of a veteran. Gee, they're a young side. When you think about it, you take away Skipoletti and Gary Larson, Dimmock taken to ground. They are a very young side.
Horse rate named Michael Vella tonight. Went through the test honours. He's yet to come back into this very youthful Parramatta team. Good chase once again. Although Parramatta's opening 3 kicks have all gone straight to Craig Wing.
This is Bailey. Six points to 2 then. The Eels, a converted try. Up against the penalty goal. Dimmock coming away after Craig Fitzgibbon did not lock the ball up. Kidwell. Kalis wants some more. Moran wearing the number 9 in the absence of Skipoletti. Now, rehearsed play featuring Penner and Moran. Shavovsky on the end of it. Moran away from dummy half, elusive. And knocked on by Sydney Roosters. Well, I don't know about the intelligence in that play. Ricketson didn't have time for a committee meeting, I understand that, but now the Eels will get another golden opportunity. You might have noticed in the opening game, trainers, many of them on the field at any one time. That's something else the NRL has allowed for the first month of the competition. All the trainers from the club can come on and distribute water or fluid. Growth. Now look at him, and like most others, I think of his dad. The similarities are quite incredible. Close to the line goes Wesley. Now, Penner. Might have been a misunderstanding there. I think Shavovsky might have fallen off the script. Dimmock. Dallas Weston running free down the middle. Running a decoy. Something else might have broken down. Now Custo. Good tackle by Lamb. Penner this time. The cross kick. And the jump is on. Jason Moody making the tackle.
Well taken there by Robert Miles, but it's been all Parramatta. So far the Roosters have turned over possession 4 times. It's a bit like what St George Illawarra did in the first match to Cronulla. And look what Cronulla did to them.
Fletcher. He's lost it. Well, in these conditions, you have to make excuses and allowances, but their ball security has been lacking. Shavovsky back near the halfway, time in possession, vastly in favour of Parramatta, and of course brought about by the fact that Sydney Roosters are turning it over, unable to hold it. Kidwell, an offload. Hindmarsh still able to get rid of it. Good piece of football that. Shavovsky, Moran, Penner, Dimmock, Custo on the outside, Weston on the inside. 20-metre line, that's where they are. Penner working with Kalis now. So the last tackle to the boot of David Penner. The jump for Eric Growth. Oh, big man up above small man. And it came down to Adrian Lamb.
Parramatta really looking to inject Eric Growth into this game, kicking a couple of occasions to his wing. They brought him in as first receiver from scrum wins. I would imagine that would continue as the Roosters now.
Ball in 1997. 12-2 Parramatta, Andrew.
Sterlo said it, that Brian Smith reckons this is the fastest backline he's ever coached. It certainly wasn't just the backline there that created the try, the great skills there of Nathan Kalis. But you look at the record last year of the Parramatta Eels, and along with the Bulldogs, they averaged the least number of tries per game of the leading teams throughout 1999. It's an area if they wanted to pick up on. They've scored 2 tries already in the first 19 minutes. A superb start. More bad news for the Roosters. A shoulder problem right now for Jack Elsgood. He's on the bench.
Might well have been the shoulder that he took Luke Burt out with in a copybook tackle earlier on. Burt's obviously made a total recovery.
And that has put Ryan Cross into the game on the far wing for that man there, Jack Elsgood. Ryan Cross, of course, hoping to establish himself in the number 1 position. Craig Wing given the nod for this evening. As Kalis, who's been absolutely outstanding apart from scoring the try, is thrown back 35 out from his own line.
Well, the young man said that he won't have to do much talking as a captain, but he'll certainly lead by example, and he's doing that. Craig Wing coming back to the 20-metre line for the restart. And I think that's the drinks break. It is. Will Harrigan at the 19th minute calling a fluid break. We will take a break and be back with you in just a moment. It's the Eels by 10.
We chop, peel, slice, dice, and we deliver all the fruit that you love to eat.
For real fruit you can see, try SPC Cool Fruits.
We're SPC Pure Food, nothing like it for hungry little human beings.
An exciting new century demands exciting new century deals.
And Domain leads the way.
From now until the end of February, Domain will extend the manufacturer's warranty on any electrical appliance over $200 by up to 4 years.
At no extra cost, you get up to 7 years warranty on Domain's huge selection of top brands.
That's right, up to 7 years warranty on all electrical appliances over $200 at no extra cost.
An amazing new century deal at your new century shopping experience. Domain.
Come one, come all to Harvey Norman's Mammoth Outdoor Furniture Liquidation Sale. $3 million worth of stock to clear. Like the Maxim Tea Trolley, just $69. And Prestige 7-piece setting, great value at just $3.99. Harvey Norman's Mammoth Outdoor Liquidation Sale on now.
The action blockbuster Under Siege, 9:40 Wednesday on NBN.
The Eels, 2 tries. Both converted. One to Captain Kalis and the other to Luke Burt. Here's Fitzgibbon. Got the first points of the game with a penalty goal. Wood is on in 16 and in a headgear. Nathan. Cusack is 14. Fittler. Shibowski coming back to be met there by Barnett. Kidwell plays in the centres, but he's a big man. He could fit into the second row, you would think, very easily. Could well be where he's going to finish up to, like so many of the great centres. Terry Randall, Jeff Gerard. 2 that come to mind. Kidwell down the right side of the ground to the 40-metre line. And Dallas Weston forced to kick. Craig Wing covering ground quickly. That's his 20-metre line. Barnett. Not a lot of depth in the attack. They come off their own 20-metre line. That's Robert Miles. Pongia.
Well, the news continues to get worse for the Roosters. Jack Elsgood is out of this game for the duration. He's popped a shoulder, and Shannon Hegarty in jersey number 19, the replacement player. Cusack takes the ball forward, 48 out from his own line, and this is probably the first occasion so far that they've actually got through their set of 6. A kick at the end from Adrian Lamb, straight to Growth.
So growth. The Roosters player in jumper number 17, Ryan Cross, showed him the sideline, but Growth was able to still get the ball back in field. And here he is again. Hodgson back in the field, back in combat after that ankle injury. Dimmick got a pass away. It looked to go forward. Harrigan waiting to see who came up with it, and then has ruled a forward pass.
Yeah, Jim Dimmick just guilty here of trying to throw a wonder ball to Daniel Wagon. Some call from Daniel Wagon that he'd actually been tackled by Craig Fitzgibbon before receiving the football, but the referee said play on. Wagon has actually moved into the forward pack.
He may have had a legitimate claim, but at the same time the ball from the hands of Dimmick had gone forward. 19 goes into the game. That's Gary Larson, the great veteran from North Sydney. And the Roosters continue to fumble.
And you'd think that'd be a replacement, Ray, for Michael Hodgson, who limped off with a leg injury.
Brendan Hurst in 15. Now, Paul Harrigan is with us in this second match. A comment from him on the sideline. Yes, Chief?
Yeah, I mentioned at the start of the match about Andrew Walker and would they miss the fact of his long kicking game. The last two kicks by the Roosters have been pretty poor. One by Freddie and one by Adrian Lamb. They've got to pick that up in their game.
This ball allowed to bounce by Clinton Shabowski. And then he's tackled back on his own 20-metre line. Moody in 16. Former teammate of Paul Harrigan. Penner got it away. Moody's with it again. 12-2 then in favour of Parramatta. Kidwell. Burt. Now, Bill Harrigan asking his touch judge, did you see it clearly?
Well, Luke Burt deemed to have lost this ball cold. Nat Wood was the man involved in the tackle, gets a tap on the head from Quentin Pongia.
Yeah, but watch this. The tackle had been made there, and then Nathan Wood goes on with it. I personally think Parramatta should have got a penalty. Craig Wing coming down the right of the ground. Lamb. Fletcher. Nathan Wood using some territory that was made possible by decoys that went both sides of the ruck. Hurst.
Well, the Roosters looking much better with the football when Adrian Lamb runs to the line. But again, at the end of proceedings, the ball going loose and a high tackle about to be penalised here.
All right, mate. Have a look at him.
Unhappy start Pongia this evening.
Just earlier on, looked at the line, but the defence was too much for him.
And a cardinal sin from David Penner, failing to find touch with the penalty kick taken by Craig Wing. On the attack now, the Roosters. Fletcher. Maybe just a knock-on against Parramatta. No, he's got a double knock-on there, ruling the Roosters player knocked on as well.
This was the kick from David Penner that failed to find touch. It gave the Roosters another chance, but they're not grabbing their chances. That ball went forward. Penner knocked on, but they get the loose head and feed. Halfway line. Custo. Kalis. Somehow or other he got a pass away. But the Roosters come back with it.
And that time it was Brett Hodgson coming through the middle of the ruck. Again, a simultaneous tackle as Paul.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
I've never seen this.
Parramatta then. Another attacking opportunity provided for them. Brett Hodgson. Gary Larson. 10 metres away from the opposition line. Down the short side for Kidwell.
Adrian Lamb limping off in the background. They're down to 12, I think.
Larson. Dimmock. And a grubbing kick for David Penner. Craig Wing. Oh, Craig Wing just getting there in time.
Oh, lovely kick. All the skills. Took a great effort from Craig Wing, didn't it? Great kick from the veteran, Tim Dimmock. And it doesn't look good for Lamb. He's on the far sideline, still down. Craig Wing could well prove to be the best buy of the season. Super player.
Line drop-out time. Pounding the problems for the Roosters. Kalis having an outstanding game. There's nothing more for him to do. Larson. Dimmock. Penner. Little mousetrap play by Parramatta. Custo. Hodgson. Kalis. Still able to get it away. Custo across. Dimmock. Inside. Kelly. Dimmock on Craig Wing, earning his pay packet tonight.
He'd like to be getting paid by the metre, Craig Wing, because he's cleaning up some very dangerous situations. Perfectly placed for the chaser, Luke Burt. Wing did a great job to get across. It will be a line dropout, so the pressure remains. But he's reacted beautifully when he's needed to.
Andrew.
Yeah, Craig Wing, he was there to save the Bunnies, or he's trying to save the Bunnies right at the finish. Tonight he's having to save the Roosters. Just a point about a couple of these Parramatta players. Eric Growth Jr., you'll be happy to know, has added about 4 or 5 kilos to his already muscular frame during the off-season. And Daniel Wagon at the moment is actually playing in the pack. It's something Brian Smith did in the trial matches that the Eels have played leading up to tonight's kick-off, and he's actually playing at lock forward right now.
Kalis. And now Larson carries it forward. Moran and Penner combined. Then Weston's pass goes over the sideline. Number 19, Shannon Hegarty, coming in from the right wing, making the tackle. Which has seen Luke Burt in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, big Dallas Weston, wrong place at the wrong time. He wasn't needed then. Pass should have gone behind him to Ben Custo, take advantage of the overlap. As it was, Hegarty put pressure on Burt, batted it on, and Growth unable to control.
So the Roosters, with their captain, trying to show them the way. Although he hasn't been exempt from the mistakes made tonight. They've certainly shared them around. Logan. Benetti and Fittler. Fletcher. Falling into the tackle of Wagon. Fittler again, a little kick. Growth fails to pick it up. Chance here for the Roosters. Hodgson goes across. Well, that was very brave. Threw himself in front of the oncoming legs and feet from the Sydney Roosters.
Yeah, but there was a situation there, I feel, where the Roosters should have dived on the football. Right there from Ryan Cross. He decided to keep it on the toe. And Hodgson nearly into touch.
On the sideline, Paul Harrigan, another comment.
Adrian Lamb, he's got a cork thigh. The doctors will assess him at half-time. At this stage, he seems to be 50-50.
Wing on the return. Gleefully met by Daniel Wagon and put away. Matt Wood minus the headgear at dummy half. Bailey. Pongia. Taken down by Dimmick. 5.5 minutes from the break. 10 points the margin. Bonetti. He juggled it that long, it bamboozled the Eels. Fittler. His kick is high. Beautiful take by Moody. Dimmick running off Brett Hodgson. 30-metre line. Their own end of the park. They haven't seen a lot of it. Larson. Now Kalis. Hodgson, the fullback. Michael in the forwards. They lost him early in the game. Moran chasing this ball down to Craig Wing. Miles has gone across to help his fullback. Speed to burn between them. Miles now. Hegarty. Ryan Cross waits. Fletcher calls it. Fitzgibbon.
Inside the last 4 minutes of this first half, and I can only remember the Roosters having been in the Parramatta 20 metres on the one occasion. And I would love to somehow get consecutive sets of 6. Already through to the last tackle. Fittler forced to kick left-footed. Grove and Hodgson combined to run the football back to the 20-metre line and just over.
Well, Parramatta using every available opportunity. Now they turn it back. The Roosters in an attacking position. Fitzgibbon. Barnett. Bonetti. Logan. The size of this man.
It's a great run there from Logan.
7 metres away from the line. Back to haunt him again. He has not grounded the ball legally. The scoreboard says that he has. 16-4. A try that wasn't a try.
Unbelievable. Why wouldn't he just go for it just to be sure? Diving tries like that, you've got to be 100% sure.
So, from the touchline almost, Shivovsky to convert his own try, and he's just dropped short. So there's the half-time whistle. Parramatta, 3 tries. Found that. So the Sydney City Roosters, their misfortune compounded right on half-time. Up next, Ken Sutcliffe and Phil Gould with the highlights from the first half. There's not many for Sydney Roosters. And Paul the Chief Harrigan, his thoughts on the game. We'll take a break. Be back in just a moment.
Every night's game, every week on NBN.
8:30 tomorrow night, the blockbuster debut of the Northern Eagles against the Newcastle Knights. The brand new North Power Stadium Gosford ignites. 8:30 tomorrow night on NBN.
Get smart, get rich. Get a Mitsubishi and you could get $1 million. The new Magna Executive LS loaded with extras. Get it from just $27,990. Pajero Escape takes you anywhere. Get it from $49.90 drive away. And the Sporty Mirage with free air, get it from $14,990. Get into your Mitsubishi dealer. One winner will get $1 million. Get smart, get a Mitsubishi, get rich.
For one day only, the Retrovision one-day sale. Massive discounts store-wide. Your one chance to save huge dollars this Sunday. The #1 Retrovision sale for the century. Think #1 and get to your local Retrovision store this Sunday.
They're the ones that care. They're the ones you can trust.
At Newcastle Permanent, we want you to own your home. And you can trust us to work out a loan that's right for you. We know everyone has different needs, so we offer a range of options and rate packages to make it easier for you. Newcastle Permanent, helping local people own their home.
Newcastle Permanent makes dreams come true.
Be part of rock history in an unprecedented concert event. The Ultimate Rock Symphony with some of the biggest names in music. Roger Daltrey, Peter Frampton, Alice Cooper, Paul Rogers, Gary Brooker, Jack Bruce, Nicky Lamborn and Billy Thorpe, performing their biggest hits and timeless classics from the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. It's the Ultimate Rock Symphony at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre, Sunday, February 27. Get your tickets now.
Surprise yourself at fantastic furniture with our Provence bedroom package. Queen size sleigh bed, ultimate luxury mattress, 2 bedsides, 5-drawer tall boy. All this furniture for just $13.99. And surprise, a free quilt and 2 pillows. Unbeatable value from fantastic furniture. Queen bed, mattress, 2 bedsides and tall boy, all for just $13.99. And a quilt and 2 pillows free. At just $13.99, you'd better be quick. From fantastic furniture, the package deal kings.
Keep that engine alive or prevent wear in new engines with Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabiliser. It also stops smoking, knocking and oil burning in worn engines. We made it for you, for your car. Lucas Oil products available at leading automotive parts and accessory outlets.
Live, the band who defined contemporary rock return for the tour of the year. Don't miss the sheer intensity that is Live with very special guests from the USA, Sugar Ray. Live, touring the #1 album, The Distance to Here. Lightning Does Strike Twice. Live, presented by Michael Coffin and New FM. Tickets on sale next Tuesday.
Who is heading for the altar?
Whoa! Oh my God.
7:30 Monday. After all the romance, who is married and who is not?
God, Eves, hurry!
All new season of
Oh my God!
Friends on NBN.
And welcome back to Stadium Australia, where the Parramatta Eels are leading 16-4 at half-time, joined by Phil Gould. Phil, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, it certainly hasn't been one of the best halves for the Roosters, has it? They've been their own worst enemy. A lot of drop ball. And lacking a little bit of mobility around the play of the ball. As fatigue sets in and the tackle count starts to mount up on them, Parramatta are really wending their way through the forwards there.
Well, Graham Murray will be pulling his hair out if he takes a look at the statistics of the first half, but you can always improve on these, I guess.
Yeah, well, we don't need to look at the statistics to see what the problem is for the Roosters. A lot of handling errors there, turning a lot of ball over to Parramatta, and as I said, that will result in missed tackles. They've had to do 139 tackles to Parramatta's 95, and in these conditions, that's not good enough. 41% completions with the ball, not a good. And the handling errors and the missed tackles will keep mounting up unless they start to complete their sets of 6.
And this here is one of the better tackles of the first half, and it was Jack Elsgood on Luke Burt. I mean, it was a bone cruncher, copybook, and couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah, Jack likes to sweat on these long passes out to the centres, and he came in there and got him a good shot. Luke Burt did really well. He had to go off there. He was injured. He came back later and scored a try.
The Nathan Kalis try was a comedy of errors. We'll have a look at it, and then you can make your comment on it.
Yeah, one thing about Bill Harrigan, he's not afraid to make a decision. It was a flat ball. We've seen a lot of those tonight, but he wasn't happy that should be allowed to score a try. Dimmick just pulls up as he throws the pass, which exaggerated the flight of the ball. Still, some little worrying signs there in the Roosters' defence close to the line.
Parramatta, I mean, can they look forward to a terrific season when you look at these young kids who are coming on?
Well, consider the players they've got out too. I mean, Vella and Jason Smith aren't playing tonight. They had a reshuffle in their back line prior to the game. But they're doing what Cronulla did in game one. They're controlling the ball, they're taking up good field position, and that's just putting a lot of pressure on the opposition under these conditions. Both sides are going to improve a lot as they get games under their belt, but certainly Parramatta are handling tonight a lot better.
OK, down on the sideline right now, here is Andrew Voss. Vossi.
And Ken, it's amazing how history can repeat itself. I'm sure Parramatta supporters remember the opening night last year here at the Olympic Stadium. Bill Harrigan, the referee, when the Eels took on the St George Illawarra Dragons, and the Dragons had a try awarded to Lance Thompson, which didn't go to the video referee, and on subsequent replays it was revealed it certainly wasn't a try. Well, tonight they've got one for them, and that came right on the stroke of half-time to Clinton Schifofsky. And I can report to you that it was in concert with the touch judge that Bill Harrigan came up with this decision. And you've got to wonder about the touch judge ruling on this. Well, the picture tells the story. He's not in view, and he would be on the blind side of Clinton Schifofsky attempting to force that ball. So a very controversial decision. It has gone in favour, though, of the Parramatta Eels and gives them that advantage at half-time. Paul Harrigan, let's talk about the performance, the chief. First of all, about the Roosters' performance, you've got to say their handling's been a bit like the Pakistani cricketers' fielding yesterday. It's been terrible. It's been pretty ordinary. It's been said that it's just the basics of the game. The handling's been poor, and it's pretty disappointing. From the sideline, I can hear the guys talk, and to me, they seem to be a little bit disorganised, which is a surprise to me. One shining light, though, has to be the fullback, Craig Wing. Yeah, one positive, his return from their kicks has been good. I think that's it's probably the only positive thing for the Roosters at the moment. And the Parramatta performance, Gus mentioned it, no Jason Smith, no Michael Vella, Dean Skifalides out of the side as well. There's a lot to like about it. It's a great effort. If you look at this side and you see the youth in it, you could be expected to think they're in a rebuilding stage. But I tell you what, it's a surprise to me how well they're going. It's a credit to Smith. They're a great side. And Ken, just an injury to report in the dressing rooms right now from the Parramatta room. They're checking Nathan Kalis, an ankle problem for him. We'll find out more in just a moment.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Paul. And don't forget, here on Wide World of Sports, plenty of rugby league coming your way, and it's all going to be very, very live, and plenty of good league, as we said. Round 2, Parramatta Stadium, Parramatta Eels against the Brisbane Broncos. Check that one out, 8:30 p.m. Check your local guides. Friday night football, and then Saturday night, Round 2, Marathon Stadium, Newcastle Knights against the Melbourne Storm, live at 6:30. We'll be back with the second half at the Olympic Stadium right after this.
An old flame returns, but can Mike handle the heat?
I say no. And I get hot.
Supermodel Heidi Klum guest stars in an all-new Spin City, Monday on NBN.
For one day only, the Retrovision one-day sale. Massive discounts store-wide. Your one chance to save huge dollars this Sunday. The #1 Retrovision sale for the century. Think #1 and get to your local Retrovision store this Sunday.
What was the late-breaking story?
Printed and published for you in Newcastle, the Sun Herald is now the only Sunday paper with all the late news and sports results.
Jesus Christ Superstar, Evita, Chess, Aladdin, The Lion King in Tim Rice's musical spectacular. Starring Anthony Warlow, Kate Sobrano, David Essex, Bachelor Girl, Ivor Davies, Tim Rice, and special guests in excess. Our greatest stars, the most sensational songs of the century, from the producers of The Main Event, SEO and GFO. Entertainment Centre, April 30. Book Monday at Ticketek.
Look sharp and be smart with Super Cheap Auto's Smart Saver Special. Barricade steering wheel lock $19.99. That'll keep the blighters out. 5 litres of Super 20W50 down to $9.99. You'll get the lot for less. You sure do when you put this Super CD controller together with a CD stacker and save a huge $79. The Eagles definitely landed with 20% off all Eagle One products. Plus there's 10% off all wiper blades. You'll get the lot for less. Get smart and get the lot for less with Super Cheap Auto.
I made it! Yeah!
Based on the legendary movie and hit TV series, Fame is a spectacular new live stage show. Don't miss Fame the Musical. Tickets available at Ticketek and selling fast. Opens February 26.
The Taree Race Club invites you this Tuesday for top racing at the picturesque Bushland Drive Racecourse. Tuesday's a full TAB meeting with 8 exciting races. Feature races include the final heat of the $10,000 Jack High Lodge Series. Enjoy first-class facilities, live TV coverage, plus full tote and bookmaker services on all local and interstate events. Fine food and refreshments available. Taree's the place to race this Tuesday at the beautiful Bushland Drive Racecourse.
In 24 hours. Extra cash for a new car, a holiday, a pool, home renovations. $5,000 for just $24 a week, $10,000 for just $48 a week. That's less than $7 a day for... And most loans approved in just 24 hours. Call 131386 for your instant loan.
Beginning Monday. From the creators of Merlin and Cleopatra comes a premiere television event so shattering.
Washington just declared us a federal disaster.
So destructive.
I've got thousands of New York citizens trapped.
It will rock you to your core. Over 2 earth-shattering nights beginning 8:30 Monday. Aftershock, Earthquake in New York on NBN.
We are back at Stadium Australia for the second half of the game between Parramatta and the Sydney Roosters, a game that has been controlled by Parramatta. They are leading here at the half-time break by 3 tries, and their third try, of course, has been the talking point of the half-time break. That's scored by Clinton Shavovsky, which has since been, well, everybody's decided it wasn't a try, and that is probably uppermost in the mind of Bill Harrigan right now as the Eels come back. Let's have a look at the top performers. And for the Roosters, first up, Ricketson with 17 tackles and 6 hit-ups. And aided by Brian Fletcher with 14 tackles and 5 hit-ups. But they haven't really had a chance, have they, to get into their rhythm through their own inability to lock up the football.
A lot of defence there for the Roosters. Also Parramatta, Jim Dimmock, the old stage, leading the way in nearly both departments. Nathan Kalis, a great captain's knock in his first game as Parramatta captain. What a night for him.
What a half.
Oh, he had a great half. 12 hit-ups for him, 9 tackles. And Daniel Wagon playing out in the centres and sometimes on the wing with plenty of defence as well.
Well, I think in the first 40 minutes, Gary Larson has shown that he'll be a plus for the Parramatta team this year as well. With the replacement bench tonight, his experience has already shone through.
16 points to 4. Kalis, Burt and Shavovsky scoring the tries. Fitzgibbon 2 goals for the Roosters in front of a crowd here at the stadium of 62,255. So that is right on what David Moffat was forecasting, something around 65,000 and 62,255 the official attendance. They should be big crowds right across the NRL this weekend. Gosford is a sellout. I'm confident Campbelltown will be a big crowd. Penrith will do well on Monday night.
Ray, I've got no doubt that the crowd would have been bigger tonight if we hadn't had such sweltering conditions. I think that's kept people away this evening, especially with 2 live games.
Bill Harrigan blows time on. The Eels leading by 12 points. Pongia now. I just got the impression coming up to half-time when it looked like the Eels would take a 12-forward lead to the break, that Coach Graham Murray would have been quite happy with that scoreboard. 16-4, he would have felt rather disappointed, particularly the way the try was awarded. Fittler, if they're to come back, he is going to have to be at his best. And so is this man, Brian Fletcher. Fittler with a kick. Sits up there for Brett Hodgson. Ryan Cross was down on top of him very quickly.
And the dramas continue for the Roosters. In the first set of 6, Logan has limped from the field. He's been replaced by Peter Cusack. It's not just the amount of mistakes that are being made, but the injury problem starting to mount as well. Elsgood gone. And from the frantic wavings on the sideline, it looks as though Logan in a fair degree of doubt as well.
This is Daniel Wagon. Moran. Dimmick unable to take a difficult ball. So the Roosters with Brad Fittler running the football to almost the Parramatta 30-metre line. Pongia, who figured in a first half sensation when Kalis scored. That'll be talked about at length. Pongia getting involved in his own personal confrontation that allowed Nathan Kalis to score the first try of the game. 10 metres away from the Parramatta line. The Roosters with Cusack. Now Bonetti. Oh, Ricketson couldn't take it, and Parramatta come away with it. That is Hindmarsh. Now David Kidwell. I just thought from memory there might have been an offside play against the Roosters. Larson.
And the man of the match performance from Nathan Kalis has come to an end. He will be replaced. He's picked up an ankle problem, and number 18, Wade Lestrange, will come into the action. He is a Parramatta junior making his first grade debut this evening.
Dimmick. Wesley. So the on-field captain now would probably be this man, David Penner. Stuart Kelly, the club captain, is not out there. And Jim Dimmick didn't want the job. Craig Wing. Very busy night for Craig. Most of it has been defensive cleaning up. Robert Miles scored a heap of tries last year. What's the update on Adrian Lamb, Andrew?
Yeah, that was the other injury we had to check on after the end of the first half. He had to leave the field. It's a cork thigh for Adrian Lamb. They are still hopeful he will return. They don't really have a replacement player for him. If Scott Logan doesn't return, David Solomona will come into the squad, and Hegarty, of course, has already replaced Jack Elsgood.
Nathan Wood. That kick not causing a great deal of drama. And Jason Moody playing it a few metres away from his own line. Kelly is, Shabovsky it is. I thought for a moment Kelly was on the park. In fact, as I look out to the right, the club captain is out there, more towards the right wing, but he's playing in the centres. Now 18 is Lestrange to the halfway line. Penner. Kelly from an onside position. Miles it is that's taken down by him. Sydney Roosters coach Graham Murray formerly played with Parramatta. It was there that I think he was given the nickname Little Artie.
And over the head of David Penner into the arms of the try scorer.
Fitzgibbon, his third shot, 2 successes. Lands another 2, 16-10. Parramatta in front by 6 now. To 10. The Eels over the Roosters. The First of our Saturday night live telecasts. Double-header tonight. We'll be live to air at 6:30 through the first 6 weeks of the NRL for 2000. Next Saturday, it's the Knights versus the Storm. What a match at Marathon.
Well, the crowd have gone off, but no dramas there for Brett Hodgson. Plenty of people in the crowd thought that the fullback here took the ball over. This is the try. Hegarty going through untouched. There was never any doubt that this game was going to turn around. It was just a matter of how much as Kidwell takes the tackle 40 out from his own line.
Custo. Daniel Wagon to take a step back to take that pass from Stuart Kelly is Dallas Weston. Ricketson making the tackle with Nathan Wood. Lestrange puts in a kick and Craig Wing at full gallop. Beautiful action. Scored one of the tries of the year last year at the SFS in the red and green colours.
Yeah, that was against Cronulla, one of the tremendous moments of 1999. That kick from Wade Lestrange, not one of the better moments of this game. I'm sure that Brian Smith will tell him that's why, not why he is on the paddock. Get it to the blokes who are there to kick the football as the Roosters go wide. Fittler, second man to Barnett.
Barnett bringing his winger on the inside, Robert Miles. They're just inside the 40-metre line. That is Solomona. There's a bust again! Nathan Wood throws the pass and hopes for the best. And on the end of it is a blue and gold jumper.
Well, a wonderful pass there from Solomona, who was a replacement for Scott Logan. Nathan Wood nearly going all the way and ruining all of the good work by throwing the football.
I've seen plenty of that kid in First Division last year for the Roosters, Solomona. He can play. He will make the grade.
Gary Larson. Then David Penn. Ball bouncing down to the 20-metre line for Robert Miles. The spirits have lifted. Andrew Voss.
Adding to what Fatty said about David Solomona, he did play very well in the trial match against the Northern Eagles, and some of the officials at the Roosters had likened him in style to Artie Beetson. There was a bit of Artie about that pass.
Fitzgibbon. Let's not make life too hard for him just yet. Here he is again. From Hurst across Fletcher. Behind Ricketson for Bailey. Bailey back for Cross. And Ryan Cross. Pulled down 35 metres away from the Parramatta line. Fittler. Left-footed kick. Back into Cross. David Penner read it beautifully. Then got a pass away in the same action to Hodgson. Oh, that was good stuff by David Penner. Wagon. Wesley. Now Kidwell. 16 to 10. 16 to 4 at half-time in favour of the Eels. The Roosters with more ball to enjoy, as they have improved their act. It came off the hands of Growth. The Roosters back. 15 out from their own line. Cross. Barnett.
Would have been a very interesting team talk from Graham Murray at half-time, you would imagine. first game in the NRL as coach of the Sydney City Roosters. An awful performance. He's not the kind of man or coach to lose it. I'm sure that he would have just told them that they can start well in this second half. Go on with it as Fittler kicks in behind Growth, finds touch 25 out.
So it looks like Adrian Lamb will come back into the game. Or will he? That's where the game was at. 25 metres away from the Parramatta line. Parramatta's loose head and feed.
Hurt in that tackle. Brad Fittler coming in on the back. Just hope they don't use Growth as a battering ram too much. That's the fourth occasion he's been the first receiver from a scrum win and gone straight into 2 and 3 defenders. As Wesley goes through that many, takes it over the halfway line.
That was silly play there from Brian Fletcher. Lazy play, got up, trying to hold him up, stop him from playing the football. It'll cost him 20 or 30 metres.
Western. The Eels trying to punch a hole down the short side. Hindmarsh. The game in the balance at the moment. Penner. Moran. Away for Dimmock. Now with Hodgson. Over the shoulder of Kidwell. Fittler capitalises. Robert Miles goes down the left side. 42 metres away from his own line. Fletcher.
Well, good advantage played there from Bill Harrigan, waiting until the play broke down. Graham Murray has also come up with a reshuffle. Cross has gone to fullback. Craig Wing may well have gone to 5'8". And I'm not quite sure whether that means Fittler would go to lock or maybe Wing even playing at halfback. He certainly come closer to the action.
Pongi. Just back from the bench. Fittler. Ricketson. Bonetti. Wing. Hegarty. Bailey. Wing. First receiver the last two plays. Solomona. And there it goes again, able to unload. Away from Ricketson and Fittler. Brendan Hurst. Craig Fitzgibbon.
David Wesley very tight in the Parramatta line. He's the man they should be targeting.
Well, there was a hand on the ball. The touch judge made the decision for him.
Hey! He's not going to yell at him like that. He's not going to yell at him like that.
So the Roosters, a chance to level. We have 16 all. Parramatta coach Brian Smith and Solomona. What? Hello, what is that? What an entry. What an auspicious entry into the game. Earlier tonight, the Sharks gave the Dragons a hiding, 28 to 12. They led 28 to 6 at the break, and the Sharks won up 28 to 12. Fitzgibbon.
He's played very nicely in his debut match for the Roosters tonight. Craig Fitzgibbon showed a lot of class with the Dragons last year, but he'll be a welcome addition to their ranks. And I thought that Quinton Tongia's had a big second half, leading the way in the hit-up department.
Fittler turning the left winger around, the fullback Hodgson with it. Moody falling back to help, now finishing up a dummy half. Parramatta's 30-metre line just behind them. Ricketson making the tackle. What a great moment for David Solomona. Wagon. Weston's lost it. Fittler. Brad will play it on the halfway. Bailey. Pongia. 10-metre gain. Bonetti. Solomona. Weston goes up high, takes him to ground. Strong tackle. Dimmick came in to help. Bonetti. Ricketson. They're working it down for the drop goal. Minutes out, maybe a bit early for that. Bonetti finding the captain, then the kick, and it was battle stations all round. Hodgson had it, lost it, got it back again.
He had it, lost it.
I think he's ruled a knock on. He is taking a fluid break. We will take a commercial break. 16 all at Stadium Australia. Parramatta and Sydney Roosters.
Come all to Harvey Norman's Mammoth Outdoor Furniture Liquidation Sale. Over $3 million worth of stock must clear. Many items below cost. Monarch 9-piece setting with extension table. All this for an amazing $375. Or take a look at the Prestige 7-piece setting. Top value at just $399. And the Lindemann 7-piece hexagonal setting. An asset to outdoor living, just $799. Harvey Norman's Mammoth Outdoor Liquidation Sale on now. Bennett's Green Superstore, 9 Ways Broadmeadow and Maitland.
Based on the legendary movie and hit TV series, Fame is a spectacular new live stage show. Don't miss Fame the Musical. Tickets available at Ticketek and selling fast. Opens February 26.
Better Building Supplies, Newcastle's own door specialists. Real prices and real savings because you're dealing with real people. And we've got all the extras you could ever need, including better safety glass, better doors from Better Building Supplies.
Better Building Supplies.
Come and see us soon.
Damn, I love this job.
The Third Watch, soon on NBN.
16 all. The Roosters and the Eels. And as we went to the break, this was the error that brought us to the scrum restart. The ball was raked back by the Roosters and then a knock-on by Hodgson.
Ray, I've got to say I'm very surprised at Bill Harrigan calling for a fluid break at that particular time in the game. Parramatta, they will welcome that with open arms.
The Roosters then. Oh! Don't tell me!
Now he's lost it. Hegarty lost it.
Lestrange comes away with it. So the ball has been deemed to have been lost in goal. Parramatta taking a tap restart. And Hodgson is barreled from behind by Pongia.
I think it's Wood.
Yeah, you're right. It is Nat Wood.
Desperate attempt to score the try, but in the end now it's Parramatta, and they've lost the ball. Yep, he lost it cold. So now it's Parramatta who's got the fumbles in the second half. And maybe the youth policy, I mean, there's a bit of inexperience out there as well. This is where the missing players of the like of Jared McCracken, who's gone to the West Tigers, Dean Pay, who's retired, Jason Smith, who's not out there tonight.
15-12, the handling errors. The Roosters had a very big lead in that department earlier, but that's starting to level out, as has the scoreboard. Paul Harrigan on the sideline.
Yeah, it's a shame about Dave Wesley. I was just about to give him a little bit of a rap, the fact that he got released by the Raiders last year, got a second chance and playing fairly well. Also, Freddie Fittler, the speculation whether he should organise or be a runner, I think he's got to dominate. The fact that Adrian Lamb's on the sideline getting assessed whether he's going to come on or not makes that more so important.
We'll be hearing a lot of Paul during the year. Chief joining the rugby league team at 9, along with Laurie Daly, Jason Hetherington. A little problem, I'm sure, for Nathan Wood. Fittler. Quick service from Bonetti. And then a speculator.
Here's the last tackle.
Fletcher went back to clean it up. That's the turnover. That's why the urgency from Fittler. It's going back to that fluid break comment that you made, Peter. It was made probably even harder to understand when he had a chance 1 minute earlier following the try.
Well, the thing is, Ray has pointed out, it doesn't come on the 20-minute mark. It's somewhere between the 18 and the 22nd, and I would have thought he could have come up at a better time, field position-wise, and also the pressure being applied at a particular moment.
Parramatta then, a chip and chase. David Penner trying to regather. The bounce is not going for Parramatta like it was. Played by Hegarty. This is Solomona. Away from Fittler behind Fitzgibbon. Out Barnett. Young Growth is not out there at the moment. He had a bit of an ankle problem. Andrew, what's the story? Four tries in his career, and 2 of them tonight. What a night it's been for Shannon Hegarty. Glossing very quickly that report.
Yeah, Eric Growth went one better, Ray. He's had both ankles strapped. There were still some doubts about him returning. That try scored down his side of the field too.
Fitzgibbon then with a tough assignment. Touchline. 20 metres. Catch another glimpse of that try in just a moment. Fletcher tearing them apart off a great pass from Fittler. Fitzgibbon across the face, no goal. No change, but they are in front. Sydney Roosters 20, Parramatta 16. This is what Fittler did with Fletcher. Andrew.
Well, it's the firm, isn't it? The 2 Fs, Fittler and Fletcher. They are 2 of the very best in the game. Fletcher, incidentally, was named the Roosters Player of the Year last season, and the bloke who finished it off hails from Central Queensland, scored a try in his first grade debut last year.
So what have we got left now? 12 and a half minutes. What a turnaround. 16-4 at the break. Scored 16-0 in the second half. Cross. Wing.
Oh, here's a chance. Oh, bad bounce for Craig Wing. He kicked from inside his 40 deliberately. And in flight, you had the feeling that it might have been a ball from the scrum for the Roosters as Luke Burt goes centre field, tackle.
Kelly. Moody had only just played the ball. He's put down on his own 30-metre line. Moran through Lestrange. And Craig Wing almost intercepted. Hodgson. Kidwell. Kidwell to the 40-metre line, his own end. Lestrange. Wagon. Fend away from Fletcher. Not going anywhere, though. Bonetti and Ricketson. Halfway line. Lestrange again. 2016. The Roosters over the Eels. 11 to go. 62,500 here at Stadium Australia for the opener to the NRL 2000. Moran is in some space. Dimmick combines with Hindmarsh. He's had the ball taken off him. Ryan Cross has got the ball.
Oh, that could be the play of the night. A one-on-one steal by Ryan Cross on Hindmarsh. 10 metres out from their own posts. Beautiful stuff. A good break made by Moran. Looks for support. Finds it in Dimmick. Inside ball to Hindmarsh. One-on-one tackle, and he stole it off him.
Wing. He's been able in the second half to stand up closer to the action. Take a bit of the pressure away from Brad Fittler. Fittler turning it inside. Luke Ricketson running off him. Last tackle. Hurst. Wing. Away from Moran. Puts a low kick in. And it finds touch 3 metres away from the corner post.
That's a very good kick from Craig Wing. They know they're on top, the Roosters. They're just controlling things nicely. Summed up the situation. Realised that that was the right kick for that moment. The execution was perfect. I do think, Paul, that the Parramatta side at times guilty of wasting too many tackles. A lot of one-out stuff. I really don't believe at times they put enough pressure on opposition defences. If you have a look at the 3 tries they have scored tonight, one was a no try, one was a waltz through, courtesy of a Quentin Pongia mistake. And with that amount of football, I still think the tackle's a problem for them.
Penalty was for offside at the scrum. It's Parramatta grit the teeth and try desperately to get it down the other end. They must visit the try line and come back with something. Dimmick. Hit control for the major part. That has left them now. Custo. Wagon. Burt. Channeling back inside. Now David Penner. Very high bomb. And Ryan Cross equal to the task. Hegarty again. Dual try scorer. Pongia. Fletcher. This is Cusick. 7.5 minutes of the game remaining. Wing. It's an on the boot from, I think, just outside the 40. Made no difference anyway. It's gone out on the full.
I wrapped his last kick. This one was a very poor one. He didn't need to go for that much. At this stage of the game, the kind of mistake you can afford.
He's played well though, hasn't he? He proved last year what a superstar he is. And he switched clubs now from the Mighty Bunnies of South Sydney to the Roosters, and he's had a great game again tonight.
There's Burt. Delay in the play was brought about by cramp to the leg of Brian Fletcher. He looks remarkably free in his action, though. I think Bill Harrigan eventually waved the trainers away. Weston. Again, they put that little play together. Custo back for Kidwell. Kidwell bumping away from a would-be tackle. And then crawling down towards the 10-metre line. Opportunity for Parramatta. Penner. At 20-16 down. Moran. The kick has gone over the dead ball line. Not even the kicker had a chance of getting near it.
Well, that is really a bad kick from Dennis Moran. The normal kicker, David Penner, was playing the football, but this is not a difficult kick. He had to get it into the in-goal area and get another set of 6.
So the Roosters winding the clock down. With Ryan Cross on this occasion. Now Fitzgibbon. Ooh, he ran into something hard. Hurst. Fittler just waiting that ball over the heads of the three quarters and down, finding the line, a metre from the corner post. Geeing his players up. He had a first half similar to most of the other members of the team. Now he's playing beautifully.
Yes, this is what Parramatta is missing. A cool head. A kick like that winds the clock down. Inspiring his players. They'll get enormous confidence out of this if it is to be a win, the Roosters. They know that Parramatta will be up with the best teams. They've given them a start, what I think looks like a beating.
Hindmarsh. Loose and for Bailey. Now for Solomona. Hegarty waits. Short side with Ryan Cross. Benetti looking around, looking for Fittler. Pongia taking it ahead. This time for Hurst. And now Pongia finding Fittler. Fittler taken on by the number 9 from Parramatta, Moran. Good tackle. Barnett. Ricketson. And Cusack. 5th tackle. Benetti's pass. Way Fittler put the bird on a chance. Bill Harrigan right on top of it.
He's taking the ball forward. Little knock on in front of the line. Scrum over here.
He's found a knock on by the Roosters after the short kick from Fittler, left footer. Fitzgibbon gets to it and looks like he knocks it forward.
There were arms and legs going everywhere. Bill Harrigan has ruled that it was propelled forward, knocked on by the Roosters, and now Parramatta. They cough it up again, this time through Gary Larson.
That's a shame for Gary Larson because he's been very strong out there tonight for the Eels. Had 12 or 13 years at the Mighty Bears, and he's come now to the Eels, done plenty of tackling, plenty of strong hit-ups. He's getting a bit tired.
3 minutes to go.
Well, they won't make the same mistake again here, the Roosters, as Fittler goes to feed a scrum. They'll either score in this set of 6 or roll the ball into the in-goal area at the end of it. And they will not allow Parramatta into this.
Parramatta play through the ball like first. Stop Winton.
Fittler. Cross. And it is Barnett who will be made to play the ball a metre from the line. Hegarty is the dummy half. Ryan Cross goes himself, stretches out, didn't get it down.
That would have been the clincher. We'll go down the blind side there. Good fend on Hodgson. hung on to him. So the Eels, 2 minutes to do the impossible, to score a try against the Roosters, who really have played so strongly this second half.
Kelly. Beautiful catch and pass for Dallas Western. Here's this loose ball again, dived on by Gary Larson. Now Custo. Kidwell. Szybolski. Penner. Wagon. Just over a minute to go. Dimmock, the kick ahead. Custo's coming down on it. Custo's got the ball. The Eels keep it going. 6 again. That's the ruling from Bill Harrigan. Dimmock. 3 metres out from the line. Moran uses hindmarch. Nathan is tackled. Moran again. Finding Custo, puts a kick in, and Solomona dives on it. Solomona dives on it miraculously to save for the Roosters. Well, hasn't he left his mark on the game?
Has he what? They have a couple of great passes, scored a try, and just saved one. Because the Parramatta Eels were everywhere after the Custo kick.
Miles. Just a matter of 10 seconds remaining. And after an abysmal start to the game, the Sydney Roosters have got out of jail and won the game. A tremendous second half of football from them. Congratulations all round for the new coach. 20 points to 16. The Roosters by 4 points. They trailed 16-4. This was the action just a few seconds from the sirens when this new kid on the block, David Solomona, sent the coach skywards with elation. He scored a try and he saved a certain try at the other end of the park. Been a big night for some people here. David Solomona, one of them. I thought it was going to be an enormous night for Nathan Kalis, but not to be. 20-16, the Roosters defeating the Eels. And the Sharks defeating the Dragons easily earlier tonight. Up next, Andrew Voss with our McDonald's $1,000 man of the match. Kenny Sutcliffe and Phil Gould will wrap it up from here at Stadium Australia.
Sunday. Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, the ultimate team-up in the game of the century.
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team.
At the special time of 6:30 Sunday, Space Jam on NBN.
For 1 day only, the Retrovision one-day sale. Massive discounts store-wide. Your one chance to save huge dollars this Sunday. The #1 Retrovision sale for the century. Think #1 and get to your local Retrovision store this Sunday.
The best match in town just got better. Now get just the two of us. 2 large pizzas and a Nestle Peters Drumstick 4-pack from just $16.95 takeaway.
Pizza Hut Drumstick Pairs.
2030 up to 40% off. Australia's biggest range of barbecues and outdoor furniture, like the Ultimate Outdoor Cooking Centre with roasting hood and side burner, just $449. We'll beat any price. The Ultimate Factory Direct Sale on now at Hillsborough Road, Warners Bay. Hurry, sale ends soon.
Be part of rock history in an unprecedented concert event.
the ultimate rock symphony with some of the biggest names in music. Roger Daltrey, Peter Frampton, Alice Cooper, Paul Rogers, Gary Brooker, Jack Bruce, Nicky Lamborn and Billy Thorpe, performing their biggest hits and timeless classics from the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. It's the ultimate rock symphony at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre, Sunday, February 27. Get your tickets now.
Ride your bike for the chopper. Raise money for the Westpac Rescue Helicopter and have heaps of fun. You can ride for 75 Ks or do it easy and go for just 25. Grab a sponsor and ride for a fantastic cause. All entries go in the draw for some terrific prizes. Great fun for the whole family. Entry forms available from Westpac Rescue, Extreme Cycles or any Westpac branch. Ride for the chopper. Sponsored by NBN and Extreme Cycles. Sunday, February 13 starts from the chopper base.
Hey, you need oil.
No way, this tastes heaps better.
But baby, it's select. Greasy peanut butter cooks me off a half of a mile. Greasy peanut butter. So you to spread, so through the bread.
I like Kraft peanut butter best because it's never oily and never dry.
Pretty slick, huh?
Kraft peanut butter. Never oily, never dry.
Paymasters Cafe, the best cafe restaurant in the Hunter. Relaxed, friendly and beautifully elegant. Come feast on the food, embrace the charm and watch the world go by. Paymasters, overlooking the Foreshore Park and Harbour.
Better Building Supplies, Newcastle's own door specialists. Real prices and real savings because you're dealing with real people. And we've got all the extras you could ever need, including better safety glass, better doors from Better Building Supplies.
Better Building Supplies.
Come and see us soon.
Lightning does strike twice. Live and special guest Sugar Ray in the Tour of the Year. Don't miss Live. Tickets on sale next Tuesday.
Every night's game, every week on NBN.
8:30 tomorrow night, the blockbusting debut of the Northern Eagles against the Newcastle Knights. The brand new North Power Stadium Gosford ignites. 8:30 tomorrow night on NBN.
Welcome back to Stadium Australia, our double-header and a very, very warm evening. We've seen some very high-class football. Let's just recap the scores for you. Game 1 here this evening, the Sharks 28 defeated St George Illawarra 12. They had a terrific game. They were in good form. Best two tries, Howland, McKenna and Eddinghausen. And for St George Illawarra, Hooper got the 2 goals there and a couple of tries. So they've done very, very well here tonight, the Sharks. Well done, 28-12. And, of course, we've just seen the Sydney City Roosters knock over Parramatta 20 points to 16. And from tonight's second game, Andrew Voss has the man of the match.
Well, Ken, Brian Fletcher has picked up where he left off last season. Superb game, $1,000 from McDonald's. Brian, is it fair to say the first half was a bit of a nightmare?
Yeah, you could say that. We knew it wasn't the best, and we sort of let ourselves down. All week we've been trying to concentrate on our completion rate, and at half-time it was 20%. We were aiming for 70%, so we were way off the mark.
And just on your own game, it seems straight after half-time you took it on yourself to try and lead. A couple of big tackles straight after the break.
Oh, mate, no, I just saw it as I see it. You know, I didn't really intend to do that, but it worked out well for me, yeah.
We had the temperature around about 30 degrees, even at 5 to 9 tonight. How tough did you find it?
Yeah, it was pretty warm. I went down the beach earlier today and I felt like staying there. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, St George and Cronulla, I think they had the worst of it. And it sort of cooled down dramatically when we kicked off.
An amazing competition. Next week you run into the Sharks. This 14-team competition. The big games will just keep on coming.
Yeah, I mean, everyone keeps saying it week in, week out that it's going to be a tough competition, and that just goes to show.
Brian Fletcher, congratulations, our McDonald's man of the match.
Thank you, thanks Magnus, and Channel 9.
Well done, Brian Fletcher, the McDonald's $1,000 man of the match. He had a good game, but it was a good result for the Roosters in the second half, Phil Gould.
Yeah, it certainly was. They controlled the ball a lot better, and Brian Fletcher had a stormer, had a great 1999. It looks as though he's come back even better in year 2000. But it was the young fellas. I mean, fellas like Solomona, Haggerty, Cross, these players really got in and got involved, and the occasion didn't faze them at all. A tremendous come-from-behind win.
How would you like to be coaching young Craig Wing?
Well, he was great. Great debut for the new club, and he was just the player that we needed at the back there, to replace Andrew Walker, who we saw as a big loss, and Craig Wins filled that void. A great debut for the club. Spent a little bit of time at halfback, which shows he's versatile. And you've got to remember there was no Singh tonight, no Hood, no Rigon. We lost Ellsgood and Lambert during the game. So it's a big win.
Phil, it says in this sort of heat and these sort of conditions we'll probably encounter in the next month that you may be down 15, 20 points maybe at half-time, but the attrition factor comes into play and you're never out of it.
No, exactly right. I mean, it all goes with possession, and the Roosters had no possession in the first half. They dropped a lot of ball, as Brian Fletcher said, and that was really the telling point. But the second half, it was a lot better. But, you know, the Roosters wouldn't have been scared being 12 behind because it happens to them quite a bit, and they've done it quite often. Tonight was very difficult under those conditions and showed a lot of heart and a lot of spirit, and that's a credit to the club and Graham Murray.
OK, there's plenty more rugby league action coming your way this week on 9, Thursday night. It's the Footy Show's second instalment for the year 2000. Fabian Sterlo joined by Laurie Daly and Jason Hetherington. Plus performing live will be Vanessa Amorossi with Lee Kernaghan, plus Six and Out, the band featuring the Lee brothers, Shane and Brett. Friday night football returns with the Eels hosting the Broncos at Parramatta Stadium. That's at 8:30. Then next Saturday night live at 6:30 p.m. from Marathon, the Newcastle Knights take on the reigning premiers, the Melbourne Storm. So there's plenty of must-watch football ahead in the new NRL season. For now, we trust you've enjoyed our opening edition of the doubleheader from Stadium Australia. From the entire team of Wide World of Sports, bye for now.
From Nine's Wide World of Sports.